suppliers, when you have resources, resources can be even money, machines, tools you are using. So we are going to discuss resources in details. What are the things you need to run the business? What are the materials you need to run the business? We are going to look at them in details. So that is a resource. We are going to look even human being, workers supporting the business to run. They are part of resources needed in the business. So we have business structure. Business structure, we are also going to talk about that. That is how business is arranged. Arranged from when you get to Eshevico Center, is there no you pass through before you go to class. Who are you going to meet first? That is what we call the business structure. The stages you involve yourself before you come to production or to the service you want. Then we have business culture. Business culture is the belief of the people running business. How do they operate? How do they run their operations? Sometimes people have a bad culture or a good culture in running their business operations. It can be a good culture or a bad culture, but according to them, that is their culture. That is their culture. You don't need to talk about it. You just need to understand their culture. Even some are Muslims, so you know how they do their business. Some are Christians, you know how they do their business. Some also have some funny beliefs in their operation, their motto. I can even say their motto. Our motto, customer first. It's a culture. It's their belief. Quality service, fast service, reliable service, excellent service. That is the culture, their beliefs and their aspirations. Then we talk about owners. Owners is also part of the internal business structure. Owners of the business. Who owns the business? Very, very important to understand when you are working with a business. Who owns the business affects the growth of the business or the fall of the business. The owner of the business. Very, very important to understand the part played by the owner of the business. The next person is the managers. Managers represent the owner, but now they make the business to run, and they are trusted to steer the business forward. So they make decisions, they plan operations of the business daily. So they are also part of the internal business structure. Like there are times, even when you go to the bank and you have a problem, you'll be sent to the manager. You'll be sent to the operation manager. Like when you want to activate an account, which is dormant and it's a business account or a joint account, you may be required to see the bank manager. For some reasons. So these factors are discussed below. So we want to discuss them one by one. We start with the resources. Resources are many. We are going to look at them. So read here, resources.
Resources refers to whatever that can be used to achieve set. This includes the following. Human resources refers to the workforce of all employees in the business.
We have human resource, the workforce, the employees. Yes. So we say that this refers to the workforce or employees in the business, the human resource. So the quality of human resources influences the quality of goods and services produced by the business. Therefore, the business must employ people with relevant skills to do work assigned to them. So if these people have no enough skills, you should not employ them to work there. And if they have little or no enough skills, there'll be no quality production or quality service delivery. So the people must be skilled, which we call human resource. They must be
yes,
skilled and placed in the right job. Sometimes they may have skills, but their skills are mismatched with what they are doing.
mm,
You have put them in
mm,
that area, but they are not perfectly performing because they don't have
yes,
enough skills to do
yes,
know-how
yes,
in that
yes,
department. So it
mm,
is required for them to be there with enough skills and
mhm,
able to assist in production or service delivery.
mm,
The
yes,
next resource is financial
mm,
resource.
mm.
Can you read there?
Okay. Financial resources refers to money
Mm,
required to facilitate the operations of a business. A
mm.
business with adequate, properly allocated, and well-managed financial resources is likely to perform better.
Yes, very good point. When a business
Mm,
have enough money, when a
yeah,
business have enough money, and
yes,
not just money alone, money
yes,
and also well managed,
yes,
the business will perform better.
yeah,
But if this money is misappropriated or mismanaged,
yes,
the business
yeah.
may fall.
Mm,
Physical resources. What are
mhm.
the physical? Read.
Physical resources, these are tangible
Mm. And
buildings,
mm,
machinery,
mm.
furniture which belong to the business. These facilities enable smooth operation of the business.
Good. So when you have uh, a physical structure, like now, this is Eshevico class. This is our class.
Yes.
The other side
Mm.
I was in was our office. It has been my
Okay.
office, but because now there are
Yeah.
no students here in this class, I use this as
Yes.
class. The other side, in
Oh,
some teachers used to teach maybe one or two students who might have
okay.
to come, but I'm using this class to teach. So this is a facility, and this is a physical resource, a building,
Yes.
which we
Yeah.
can use, which you can use to do our operations smoothly.
Okay.
So if the
Mm.
person has no specific office, there are a lot of
Yeah.
challenges business will face. Physical
Yeah.
office make people to get you the first thing. That's why people have office. It makes people
Yes.
to get you.
Yeah.
People don't trust your house. You can be teaching
Mm.
in your house, but
Yes.
not many will come to your house to look for
It's
you.
difficult. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, not many. When people know this
Mm.
is Eshevico, we have a signboard at the gate here.
Get you.
There's another
Okay.
signboard at the road. We have two signboards of Eshevico. At the road there,
Okay.
and there's one at the location, a big one, which is 3 meters. It's not even three, it's
Mm-hmm.
more than 3 meters by 1.5
Okay.
meter. Is a big one,
Okay.
just at the location.
Okay.
When you reach there, you
Mm-hmm.
see welcome to Eshevico Center. So
Yeah.
people will trust that kind of institution to come to do business,
Yeah.
physical place where you are found.
Mm.
But if you tell
Yes.
them, I do classes online, you get me at
Yeah.
my house, or just I'll teach you
Yeah.
from my house, it's better said
It will
than
be
done.
difficult.
It's easy to say.
Mm-hmm.
But when now you want to meet a client, some clients want to meet you one on one, talk to you.
Yes.
They can't come
Yeah.
where your children are running, your wife is
Yeah.
moving, cooking, washing vyombo, and you are there
Yeah.
talking to a client. They'll be busy
Yeah.
checking your house than talking to you. They'll
Yes.
be busy listening to your children than listening to you. So
Yeah.
that's why we have, there's need for building. There's need
Yes.
for even machines like computers here, chairs,
Yes.
tables for smooth running of
Yeah.
business. I talk about
Yes.
example. I've used Eshevico as example. There's need for
Exactly.
that physical room, physical
Yeah.
office, and physical tools you are using, like chairs, tables, people can sit and study. So all
Yes.
that is required for smooth running of the business. So business will only run smoothly when you have the physical resources
Yes.
for smooth running. It can run, but not smooth. Let's go to the next resource, technology.
Yes.
Technology with technology, and we are moving down here. We are seeing it. You can read that.
Technology refers to skills and methods used in production. Use of appropriate and up-to-date technology ensures quality goods and services are produced.
So we talk about use of up-to-date technology. In the olden days, we were writing notes. We were writing notes. We were also not having internet. We were not able to also make phone calls. We were only writing letters to people, and we take them to the post, and they take 2 weeks to reach them. Not even some even taking 1 month. The olden days, for the Kenya Posta to travel to the places, they'll take 1 month. So you take a letter to the posta today and wait for 1 month or 2 months, depending on the person collecting them from the posta. So those ones were not up to date technology. Today we are using email. Email is instant. I type it here, it reaches you. We use WhatsApp. WhatsApp is instant. I make these books here, and I tell you, just wait. In 2 minutes, it will be there. Just wait. Just a few minutes. Just a few minutes. A few minutes. And within that, even 1 minute, you have the book with you. So that makes work easier and makes business to move to another level. We are teaching now using Skype. We are teaching using Zoom. We are teaching using WhatsApp. So up-to-date technology gives quality service. Gives quality service when you are using up-to-date technology. So it is required in the internal business. People who produce even food, there are a lot of machines today. We have like microwave. We have new ovens. With bakeries, people who do bakery, they have new technology to do baking. There is not just the old system of making mandazi. Today we can see nice donuts done with bakery machines. We can take bread. So life has changed. So we are to look at that in the internal business technology you are using. So if you are using outdated technology, you are not going to make customers love you and remain with you. They will say, kuna place nimeona wanafanya online, wacha niende hapo. Kuna place nimeona wanatengeneza mandazi na technology ingine hapo, haiko powerful. Kuna place nimeona wanatengeneza nguo na machines zingine bwana, wanafanya ile mashine ya stima na wanafanya haraka sana. So mimi hii bado na kanyaga machine for 1 week, they are still telling me I'll take my clothes. I'll not go for this. So they want to go for automatic machine. Like where I take my suits for washing, I want to see the machine washing my suit. And I say, this one, hapo na haja. When will I take it? Tomorrow. So you check that machine you're using. Mwingine anakuambia, we acha tu tutakupea. Kumbe anataka kuosha na mkono. You have to check that. You have to check which machine are you using. Can I see it? Because I have seen that happening in the city. Somebody telling you they are doing laundry.
You see, the problem is they are keeping like a car office, then you don't see machines.
Me, I insist about
you request to see the machines.
Yeah, if it's there, to confirm. Because how will I be sure you're washing my clothes in your hand, then you come and tell me it is washed with the machine? How will I be? How are you going to be sure? Because this is Nairobi.
I got an idea there.
This is Nairobi. How sure are you?
You see, I used to take, then I don't
Don't care.
I don't request to see where they are washing.
They can do a nice office and draw very nice pictures, even remove from internet. Then they stick. They stick on the place, mpaka machines kutoka ng'ambo. They stick that machine there. I saw that in Komarok. It's a place I used to take my suits. In fact, they spoiled my suits. I went there and I discovered they're using their hands to wash my suits. I told the guy, bring
And
my...
you can you can wash it at your home.
Yes. In fact, that's what I discovered. I said that company evil, hata mimi naisawasha kama for free. And from that time, I started washing them. When I'm free, I just wash and I iron myself. And I iron. I know how to iron. I just iron. So you have to know the technologies which is being used. Like in the place I take them in Moja too, I discovered they have a machine. So I confirm before I take them there.
Yeah.
And another place is Moja Inako, they also have machine. You can see the machine working. And you
like in iron, they are using hands to iron. No?
Yes. And there's a machine also. There's a machine that can iron clothes in the Moja one. I've seen that. In the Moja one, yes.
Okay.
Put mpaka wanaweka inalala kwa nguo inatolewa. Na iko na nguo na naweka maji, iko na maji. Inalala inatoa. I've seen in the Moja one. They are there. Technology is increasing. Yeah. Technology is increasing how people can do this laundry in a better way. So you can, before you pay that money or before you enjoy the better service, confirm, are they using up-to-date technology? It gives you trust. And it also gives you the value for the money. We call it value for the money. So you get the value for your money. And we go to business structure, where I told you that how we lay down our business. So can you read it?
Okay, business structure refers to the formal arrangement of activities that are carried out by various levels of the organization so as to ensure that objectives of the business are achieved.
So when we were talking about resources.
Yes.
First, resources, we talk about number one.
Okay, they were about human resources.
I want us to talk about resources. I want us to learn by step. Kidogo tu. I'm just running this machine. Nimekimbia mbio. Wow. I've run very fast. I was to... where are we? Imepita. I want us not to be confused. I want us to go step by step. Wow. Nimepita. Yeah. Yes, it's somewhere here. So we have resources. Resources here, we have human resource, human beings, financial resource, we have physical resource, and we have technology.
Yeah.
We have how many? 4.
4.
So when talking about resources, we talk about 4 things. Human, financial, physical, and technology. Technology, we say like using computer, using washing machine, using oven. We see the machines you are using as up-to-date technology. So now we are from the resources, we go to business structure as another component of internal business. So let's go there.
Yes. Refers to the formal arrangement of activities that are carried out by various levels of the organization as so as to ensure that the objectives of the business are achieved.
So the arrangement, formal arrangement, so that the objective of the business are achieved. So the business structure lays down the duties and responsibility of workers in the organization. We have the receptionist, the marketers, the managers, the cleaners, and the directors, and every worker, supervisors in different departments. their works are arranged. There is arrangement of their responsibility. So it is also defines the relationship among workers in the organization. So we know the junior staff and the senior staff. We know the responsibility attend to them. So if you have supervisor, you know is checking what you are doing. If you're doing it right, that is their work. There are people who don't like supervisors. What is your problem? Because his work is to supervise. His work to check what you are doing. In fact, you will be happy if you have a supervisor because they'll ensure you don't do mistake. They'll help you to secure your job. They'll help you because when they see you're going to mess up, they'll please don't do it like that. Do it like this. Yeye employee, there's a person who employed you. But yeye ana work na wewe. And to make sure work is done well. So he did not employ you. There's an employer, but yeye ni anakuassist. He's helping you to make the work perfect. So he's following behind. Supervisors normally are people who have more skills than the workers. They have more skills about what you are doing. So a well laid out business structure contribute the success of the business in the following way. So the importance of business structure is what we are learning here. Number one, it enables each employee know what is expected of him. So in the business structure, if you are the cleaner, you'll be told you ensure every area is clean all the times. So it's not your work to go and meet guests or greet guests. Your work is to clean everywhere. Wakanyage usafishe. It's not your work kukosana na wenye wamekanyaga. It's not your work to tell them, why have you stepped on this place? It's your work to make them kanyaga and clean. In fact, if they don't come and step on it, you have no job. If you don't make it dirty, you have no job. So you should be smiling when they come with dirty feet because there's no work. So your work is to ensure the place is clean at all times. So wakanyage usafishe. So that is your work. There is a person called receptionist. Receptionist or a clerk of the office, his work is to receive the guests. Atakuambia penye nakaa uoshe. Table anakuambia uoshe, wewe ni cleaner. But yeye anafaa akae smart. Smiling, greet the guest. I normally say, no one employ a bad attitude receptionist. We normally employ a smiling receptionist. Even when there's no money, they'll smile. Even when there's no food, they'll smile. They'll welcome the receptionist, they'll welcome the client or the guest customers with a smile. So that is their work. So their work is to smile at all times. To talk like a boss, to talk like everything's okay, even when things are not okay. That is their work. That is their work. And that is what they should be thinking about every day. They'll be thinking of calling, inquiring, talking smoothly to the client with a lot of persuasion and with respect. So that is their work. So a cleaner cleans the place. Receptionists receive the guest. Then ask the guest, what do you want? And give the information to the guest if she has that information. If she doesn't have that information, she refer this person to the next department. Where this person, so she can even make a phone call. That's why they are told to train how to make phone calls. So they make a phone call to that department. Mr. Kamau, you have a guest who want to see the management, then the production department. He want to supply us with this and that. Can you talk to him? And Mr. Kamau is accountant, or Mr. Kamau is the supply department, head of supply. So you take that person to supply. Supply department will handle this person. Then they'll talk to the accounting office or to the management. Then management will talk to the accounting office if they feel like they need this supply. So with good structure, There'll be no wars. Hakuna kupigana. And there is teamwork. Cleaner, clean. Receptionist, receive. Get information, transfer the person to the right department.
Yes.
I've taught you business. I think you're going to do a nice business tomorrow.
I'm enjoying very much.
So,
I'm the one. I'm a businesswoman, so I'm enjoying very much.
yes, that is very good. So I'm putting in practical. So it enhances teamwork. That kind of structure enhance teamwork. So you know huyu anafanya hii na huyu anafanya hii. So if one is not there, assume cleaner is not there, the place will be dirty.
Yes.
Our clients will not see the place as a nice place.
Yes.
So we have to look for a way who will clean this place. So we need that cleaner there. If our receptionist is not there, who will receive the guest? With that confidence and smile and good greetings and full information, that who will do this work for us. So it also ensures there's no conflict. I've talked about that. No fighting, no conflict, and disagreements among workers. When you have a good structure, kila mtu najua mpango yake, then ensure proper control in the business. It ensures proper control. The manager can control the rest. So a poor business structure will most likely lead to business failure. So I've talked about business structure. It's arrangement of activities that are carried out by various levels of organization so as to ensure the objective of the business are carried out or achieved. So it is bringing us to understand what is business structure. Is the arrangement. Like if you are a business person, you may employ people. Like now you're working with Mr. Martin, is here. He has just come here. And there's a work I had assigned for him. Now he has gone to teach somewhere in Moja 1. He has just left here. So now the work becomes easy for me to manage.
Yes.
He's gone, me, I'm here. And he came to teach another student here before he could go. So he came here to teach before he could go to another class in Moja. Then to handle some 2 lessons here, then he goes. So that is what you call structure. Who does this and who does that? Then I was to do another class by this time today, but it has been postponed to tomorrow. Another online class, the one of those who are Hindi, the Indian. It has been transferred to tomorrow. So it is I'm arranging my class. Hii time singekuwa na wewe ningesaa kata. So this is a time for them, but I'm still tomorrow they are going to have their time. I'll see how we arrange tomorrow. So the better thing of a structure, it helps you to manage your work easily. Let's go to number C, the business culture. The business culture, now it has combination of employees' expectation, beliefs, values in the business. The business culture is normally passed from one generation of employees to the next. For instance, a business which has a culture of involving employees in decisions is likely to perform better than the one that does not involve employees in decision making. So at times the business can say when they want to do anything, they involve the employees side on what they want to do. Some business, the boss is everything. He says, we are doing this, and that is what is being done. The final. I've said it, do it. And there are some, they say employees decide what to be done. So they say those ones are the business that go well. They have meetings together and think of changes to be made. As a businessman, I normally know sometimes you don't consult employees to make decisions. Sometimes you don't consult them. Like the times I consult them, this time I don't consult them. Just tell them this is the decision I've made and this was going to happen. If you consult them every time, you'll not move.
They mislead you.
Yes, because they think on their side. They don't think on your side also. Like some of them, most of them, they
Yeah.
earn from you. They earn from what you have made or what you have done.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
sometimes they may see, like now, this season of Corona, business may not be doing
Yeah.
so well. So you want to
Yeah.
tell them salary yako haitakuwa the way it was before. It will be
Yes.
on the job basis. What you have done
Yes.
is what will pay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they may not need you may not need their consent to come to that
Yes.
decision making. If you bring them in,
Yeah.
we'll just work together. We'll just work.
Mhm.
We just do this and that. So what is that? They may
Mhm.
try to twist you. At the end of the day,
Mhm.
there's an agreement you've made.
Mm.
So you'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
So it's good just
Yeah. Yeah.
put your things on writing. Think about it, make it in
Yeah.
writing, and put it
Mhm.
into their hands. This is the issue.
Yeah.
Even when you
Mm.
want to pay half, you don't need to consult with the workers. You need to inform them
Yes.
that due to the following reasons,
Yeah.
we are not
Yeah.
able to make the same money. So we will not pay
Yeah.
the same money. In
Yes.
other times, we were doing this and that. That was okay. But now, due to this, we cannot be able to pay
Mm.
money. So that is decision made without the employees. But some decisions like how to talk to the client, cleaning the
Mhm.
place, improving
Mhm.
our services, that one need to bring them into the table.
Yes.
Improving our operation, marketing. You can sit with them and decide how much who will be in this decision, this place, changes you want to make. Sometimes you make changes, you talk with them.
Mm.
But some
Yeah.
changes, you don't consult the employees.
Yes.
Owners, the owner of the business,
Mhm.
like Mary Munene, you are the owner of
Uh-huh.
the business. So
Yes.
you are the internal structure of the business.
Here I am.
Yes. Read for me the owners as one of the owners of the business.
Okay. The owners of the business make major
Mm.
decision influencing the operations of the business, besides besides providing necessary finances to start and run the business.
Yes. Apart from you giving money, you
Yes.
also give decisions. You come up with
Yes.
major decision, major. Ile tunasemanga major decision made. We
Mm.
call them the giant decisions,
Yes.
the groundbreaking decisions.
Yeah.
Like in Kenya now, the business of government
Mhm.
is what Uhuru was making yesterday,
Yes. Yes.
which everybody was just listening. What will he say?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
they could not influence. They can advise but can't influence what it's going to do.
Yes. Yes.
You can advise it,
Yeah.
but you can't push
Mhm.
it to do what you want.
Yes.
Like I normally say, don't always talk to leaders
Yes.
anyhowly.
Yeah.
They have authority, they have influence from God, they have a power from
Yeah.
God that can
Mm.
control what they can say, and they have
Yes.
authority to punish. So,
Yeah.
talk as you know, if they decide to tell you that you must obey and respect me as a leader, you may be finding yourself in the wrong ground. So, don't just
Yes.
talk. Don't just throw
Yeah.
words, oh, umeshindwa kasi, oh,
Yeah.
the power has been given to him. So, and you cannot
Yes.
change it. It is permanent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, he's the one now in charge. So, decision of running a business is
Yes.
in the hands of the owners. The owner of the business is the entrepreneur. The
Yeah.
entrepreneur is the one who decided to say this is a business idea and he put
Yes.
the money into it.
Yes.
After putting the money, he added the resources
Mm.
like tables, chairs, computers, and
Yes.
goods to be started running the business. So he can
Yes.
decide I'm closing today. Who can stop
Yeah.
him?
No. Not no one.
He can decide I'm leaving Nairobi, I'm going to Mombasa. This business
Mm.
can't run Nairobi. And he will go.
Yes.
And you can't stop
Yes.
him from going.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
can decide he's laying off some staff.
Mm.
And you can't stop him.
Yes.
Like I was hearing the weak staff are normally the internship people who are in
Yeah.
internship, people who are in some support business and they are paid stipend. They are paid some small money. We call it stipend. So when you
Mm-hmm.
want to lay off staff, they're the number one. to be
Yeah.
tell them no, there'll be no work for you this time round.
Yes.
We'll call you when there is need.
Yes.
So that is the son of the owner of the business. So the sons which are big, like closing a branch. Sometimes you can even close a branch.
Yes.
Like I had a branch in Rongai, I closed it.
Yeah.
So closing a branch, it is the son of the owner, not the decision of the employees. They may not advise you to close because there,
Yes.
sitting there, they'll earn money. Whether you are
Yes.
doing good or not doing good, they'll always earn money. So you'll be making
Yes.
double losses. You are paying rent or your operational expenses are going high and you
Yes.
keep on losing money. But they'll not tell you close the business. So
Yeah.
owner of the business decide what
Yes.
happens. So we say good decision will lead to business success, while poor decisions are likely to lead to business failure.
Yes.
So if you make good decisions, business will succeed. If you make poor
Yes.
decisions, business will fail. Now
Yeah.
we are done with internal business environment. And how many are there? 4. Number 1 is
Oh.
business. What is the resources? Number 1,
Yeah.
resources, where we talked about finance, we talked about human,
Yeah.
we talked about technology, we talked about what?
Um,
There were 4.
they were okay.
Resources. We talked about 1,
Yes.
human resource, financial resource, technology,
Yeah. Finance. Yes.
and what?
That one was what? I've forgotten. It was finances. Yeah. Okay. Technology.
Physical
Good.
resource. Physical.
Physical.
Yeah, building
It was,
machines.
yeah, but building.
Physical
Okay. Yeah.
resource, economic,
Mm,
financial, and human,
mm,
and also
mm.
we start with the human
Technology.
resource, technology.
Yeah.
Yes, we have human
Yeah.
resource, financial,
Yeah.
and we have
Technology.
physical, and then technology. That is
Yes.
the resources.
Yeah.
The next, we talked about business structure.
Mm.
Business structure as internal environment. And we
Yeah.
say it's arrangement, the
Yeah.
formal arrangement of how the business activities are carried out to fulfill the
Yes.
objective of the business or to
Yes.
ensure the
Yes.
objective of the business is achieved. Where we talk about
Yes.
formal arrangement. Where do you start from when you get to that business arrangement?
Yeah.
Then we
Yes.
talked about the next is
No. Una business. Una business.
culture.
Or culture.
Number 3, talk about culture. And talk about
Mm-hmm.
expectations, beliefs.
Yes.
Like I've told you,
Yes.
the beliefs is about what do these people do? What is their character? And
Mm.
this expectation makes people to run that business. Like when we were looking at, I one day went to Kenya Airways to look for a job.
Okay.
When I was going there, I
Yeah.
said, I'm going to the Pride Center where people are
Uh-huh.
proud,
Yes.
where
Mm.
people are proud.
Right. Yeah.
I was with my
Mm.
wife.
Uh-huh.
And I told her that today I'm going to where people are proud. Let's go and see
Yeah.
how they are going to behave. Tukifika
Uh-huh.
pale, I was
Yeah.
asking them at the gate. I talked to the security at the gate that I've
Uh-huh.
come to apply for some post I saw.
Uh-huh.
I'm a student. I'm still a student. I was just with my girlfriend, so not yet a wife,
Oh,
and with my
okay.
sister also. We were 3. Then I was just
Okay.
going there to check if they can
Uh-huh.
give me internship.
Uh-huh.
I told them I'm just a student who has just finished my course. I've not graduated yet. I want
Mm-hmm.
an internship opportunity. So they
Mm-hmm.
don't be so afraid to stand at the gate. Get in, you take even some water. Get inside.
Uh-huh.
Bring these people inside. So the
Mm-hmm.
pride center, I saw the pride in them also
Yeah.
by telling me, don't just talk at the gate. Please come in, get to the office, sit, even take water.
Uh-huh.
And I got in and I found the water dispenser. So I told them, sit there, take water. Then I went to talk to the people in the next counter
Uh-huh.
there, asking them, can
Mm-hmm.
I be able to get an internship here? Then they told me,
Mm-hmm.
as we use Now the pride is coming as we use technology. So when you want internship, go to our website, type, go and check the careers and type there your details, what you have done, department you want to work in, then we'll give you a chance. So I had to go to the cyber. I never had those smartphone things, internet. So I went to the cyber and started searching for the Pride Center. And I followed those procedures, placed my things there. And up to date, I've never gotten communication. But that was how expectation was Pride Center. Even that's how it is called up to date. KQ headquarters in Embakasi is still called Pride. It's called Pride Center. Where people are proud. The Pride Center. So I went to go. So I saw that. So expectation is there. So if you go to, for example, Safaricom, a better option. It is known in Kenya that Safaricom is the stable telecommunication network or the telecom company, the company that is very stable in communication. So when you go there to work, you are sure of better service, better terms of payment. So when you're going there, you expect that. But not knowing there's also other expectations of what you do to make them give you that money. So that expectation is what you call business culture. What you believe in and what they do also. When you have Pride Center, you know they are excellent. So you to be proud, you must be excellent. Yeah. I normally say, come uringi, meaning you have nothing to boast about. I normally say that. But if you're a ringer, you have something to ringa with. You have something to talk about. I normally say those who have nothing to boast about, they hate themselves. When you ringa, anajichukia. Apendi, ajipendi. But when you can stand out and talk and feel good about yourself, you can be proud. You can be proud. So that is a culture. And then we talked about the honors. We have now, that is, the culture is where I talk about those pride and the rest, how people behave and the stability of the company. Even if you go to Kenya Power, what do you expect about Kenya Power? Wanasema nchi ya ng'ara. The Power Kenya. Kenya Power is believed by, they give energy. They make the nation to be lightened. The power is from the Kenya Power. And they are dominating that industry like nobody. No one is competing them. Unless I think big, I may come up with something to destroy, to beat their market, to destroy their for them. Because by the way, Kenya Power is the only, you have to think deep to come with something. You have to think deep to come. And they don't allow you. There's a way they can stop you from interfering. And
they can.
They have dominated the market. They're the only one. There's no other strong power supply than Kenya Power. They are dominating that market. So what do you expect? They never lack money because I'm using steamer up and paying Kenya Power. I'm using steamer in my house and paying Kenya Power. So even if people have solar, it's not stable like Kenya Power. Churches are running on Kenya Power. Industries are running on Kenya Power. So Kenya Power is still the powerful one. So that's what you expect when you're working with them. You know that you're in a stable employment. When you work with them and you know what you can do well, you know that work hard. You'll never leave. You'll never be broke. You'll never be broke when you're working with Kenya Power, if you are working well. So that belief about people or belief about the job is what we call culture. So owners, we talk about are decision makers in the business. They can decide to close or to grow the business or to reduce the business. So they affect the operation of the business. That is the fourth part of the internal business structure. Now we go to external business environment.
Mm.
external, the macro.
Yes.
So read it for me there. Can you read?
External environment consists of factors from outside which affect the operations of the business.
Hmm.
These factors may present opportunities or threats to the businesses.
Yes.
External environment of a business
Hmm.
is also known as the macro environment.
The macro environment. So the external environment of business is also known as macro environment. So component of external business environment, this we want to look at. So easy, they are outside, they are not inside, they are very much outside. Karibu. They are outside the business.
Yes.
They are outside, they are not inside, they are outside the business. So you have to be also sensitive to them. They are outside, but you have to be sensitive to them. So when talk about external business environment, we are going to list them like this, the following. Economic environment. Like now we are saying economy is very bad. So that is affecting the business.
Yes.
It is outside, but affect the business. Then we come to demographic environment. Demographic
Yeah.
is the place, location, and the size of the people where your business operate. Then we have legal
Yes.
or political environment. Political environment
Yes.
or legal. There we also see the government in practice, government affecting your business. The next is
Yes.
technological environment. The environment can also be changing in terms of technology. Like
Yes.
now we are using Skype, this and Zoom. These ones are technological
Yeah.
environment, which is moving.
Yes.
Then we have culture,
Yeah.
cultural environment. There are people who don't eat pork according to their culture. If you are selling pork, you are in trouble near them.
Yeah.
There are people who don't put on miniskirt. So if you are selling miniskirt,
Yes.
you are in trouble. If their culture refuses them
Yeah.
to put on miniskirt, so you'll be selling to yourself. So it affects what you are
Yeah.
selling. Then there's competitive
Yes.
environment. Competitive environment is always there in business. So you also
Yes.
check, is there
Yeah.
competition? And how are you going to manage the competition
Yes.
in the environment? Then we have physical environment. Physical environment. We are looking at the climate, the infrastructure, the roads, the water supply, electricity, security of the place, how the place
Yes.
physically. So all that we are going to look. Then we are going up to start from that.
Okay.
So I've just explained them. I've just stated them. So
Yeah.
let's start with the economic.
Mm-hmm.
So these are factors which influence the ability of buyers to buy
Yeah.
the goods and services offered by the business. These factors may
Yeah.
include level of buyers' income, changes in tax rates, changes in prices of related products. Ability
Yes.
of buyers to buy determines the level of profitability of the business. So when we are doing business now, like I
Yeah.
want to surprise you, when
Yeah.
before Corona started and other things started, I used to do
Yes.
home tuition.
Uh-huh.
I was teaching in Kitengela. This parent was paying me 3,000 for 2 hours. I was teaching in Mbakasi. The parent was paying me 2,500 for 2 hours lesson. I was teaching in Umoja. The parent was paying me 2,000 for 2 hours. Then the least paid job I have done home tuition was in Greenspan. A parent paid me 1,000 for 2 hours lesson and also don't know. As we speak today, we do home tuition at 800
Yes.
shillings.
Yes.
800. Online class you are doing at 1,500, 1,200,
Yes.
2,000. Today we are doing up to 600. Look at that. We are doing up to 800, 700.
Yeah.
So that is telling you that level of the buyer's income affect the business.
Yes.
Then the government
business, yes.
can raise tax. If they raise tax, the product prices go up.
Yeah.
If they lower tax, the product
Yeah.
go down. The price of the product go down.
Yes.
Value added tax.
Yeah.
If they bring it down. Changes in price of related products. If the price of something which is related to what I'm selling has gone down or up,
Yeah.
like if the price of petrol goes up, the price of the gas will also go up.
Yes.
So that is affecting the business. So always people have to check that. If the price of materials go up, the price of the clothes go up.
Yes.
Even the transport. If the transport price go up, people also go up in the products they sell. That is economic environment. I believe I've explained it. Demographic environment refers to the changes in the population. Such changes may include change in the size of population, change in the geographical distribution of the population, change in age and sex structure of the population, change in birth and death rate in the population, change in population density, demography. So demographic is more about population, people. So if people are few or different sex are not there, maybe you want girls, you are selling for girls and girls are few, you are not going to do well.
Yeah.
But if girls are many,
Yes.
your business target girls and they're young girls, you'll get more money if they are many. If people don't give birth and your business about birth of children, you'll have no money. So you check that also.
Yeah.
Like I normally say, if you go and do a business targeting children in Hurlingham, Kilimani,
Yeah.
those post estates, and you're targeting children, you are not lucky. You are not lucky because they don't give birth.
Yeah.
Many people who go there, they go there when they already stopped giving birth.
Yeah.
Many people, a few will be having children. If you go to
Yeah.
Hurlingham,
Yes.
in Nairobi, that estate of the lawyers and the judges and senators and governors, Runda,
Yes.
you'll find a few of them are still giving birth. Many of them are having children in university or Form 4. So if you want to do a daycare in Hurlingham, you are in a serious challenge. It is not really making. Or you'll charge one person a lot of money who has given you a child for day. But another thing, they have option of getting a professional house girl, which is called housekeeping professional. They can employ a housekeeping professional and baby and child care who is trained, well trained. So there are businesses that are affected by the population. So many businesses are affected by population. Like when we got into this area, people are very few. As we continue to be here, people are increasing. As people increase, we see opportunities are coming up. Yeah, when we came to this area, people are very few. There are few buildings. Now buildings are increasing. So opportunities are there. Kuna 2-bedroom houses, 1 bedroom. By that time, there are many singles. There are no 2-bedroom. You had singles, double rooms, and bed sitters.
Yeah.
So we have many 2-bedroom and 1-bedrooms coming up. And the rent also is going up. That is population increase and the money is there. So we say that each of the above changes influence demand for goods and services produced by businesses. For instance, an increase in population size increases demand for goods and services, whereas a decrease in population size decreases demand for goods and services. I've said that when people are few here, we had few customers. As people increase, we have more.
Yes.
We are finishing. We are finishing in the next 8 minutes. So where I stop, you will continue.
Okay.
So we are going to legal
No problem.
or political environment.
Political.
So political
Mm-hmm.
environment is now the government
Mm-hmm.
influence in the operation of business by passing laws and
Mm.
policies that regulate
Yeah.
activities. Such laws may relate to taxation,
Yeah.
price control, quality, and measures.
Yeah.
So this one will affect the business owner.
Yes.
Businesses will therefore be forced to buy
Yeah.
within the law set out by the government. If the government has increased
Yes.
tax in your business, you'll still be working within that tax increase.
Yeah.
Like people
Mm.
who sell cars, the government one day
Yes.
increased the tax on the importation of cars. So they were really crying. How will
Yeah.
they sell their cars?
Yeah.
At times, also government
Yes.
offer price control on bread, some basic commodities, cooking
Mm.
flour, and many
Yeah.
other things like
Mm.
what people use. They bring price that price of bread must go down, price of bread must rise up, price
Mm.
of kerosene, fuel to go up, price of alcohol
Yes.
go up, and cigarette.
Mm.
Not knowing some people cannot do it
Yes.
cigarette or alcohol. There are people who cannot do without them,
Yeah.
even though they are not good, but some
Yes.
take them like food.
Mm.
So with them, when they hear the
Mm.
price of cigarette has increased, they say, "Oh, what is happening here?" So that affects the people selling the
Yes.
cigarettes. So,
Yes.
so on the other hand, political stability creates a conducive environment for business to operate. Political stability is whereby there's no
Mm-hmm.
fighting, no leaders fighting like Raila,
Yes. Yes.
Uhuru Kenyatta. When that is happening,
Yeah.
we can't do
Yeah.
business. I can remember
Yes. Yes.
2017, during that political season,
Mm.
we
It
had
was
no
very
job.
bad.
We had no job. We had
Mm.
trouble.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
almost failed to pay
Yeah.
my house rent, but God helped me. I got a client. God normally is on my
Yes.
side. God has been helping me.
Mm.
That time of political, God gave me a job in Kiserian. A parent called me
Okay.
and I was teaching Kiserian and he was paying me
Yes.
2,000 every day. I
Yeah.
was teaching
Good.
from 7 to 10, I'm through. I wake up
Okay.
early. By 7:30, I'm in Kiserian. By 10:30, I'm through.
Okay.
I'm coming back.
Uh,
And he's paying me
Yeah.
2,000. I was able to pay my rent.
Okay.
I worked for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That was a good month.
Okay. Yes.
Things were quiet.
Mm.
My office was closed. Nobody, nothing is
Mm.
going on. But
Yeah.
God just made the man to call me
Mm.
all the way from here. And I went to Kiserian and I got a
Okay.
and I was teaching a boy and a girl.
Mm. Mm.
And he was giving me 2,000.
Okay.
So that political
Ah,
stability
good.
was affecting my business. There was instability in politics. People were fighting.
Yes.
And even the day I
Mm.
came from there, one day I came from there, it was Sabasaba Amani. Siku ya swearing in of Raila. I was from Rongai, from
Ay, ay.
here, getting to town, tear gas. I was not able to know where am I. Nikapanda gari 200 ya Kayole. Nilipanda gari ya Kayole. So vehicle moja was
Mm.
not there. I only got to Kayole bus,
Yeah.
Kayole forward travelers. 200, saa saba, 200. Because you are running from tear gas. So
Yes.
that
Mm.
political instability can affect business. So my
Yeah.
money from Kiserian had to spend 200 to panda vehicle from coming
Yeah. But that.
and from also from that side
Hey.
tulishuka tao mbio mbio. Unashuka mbio mbio na mguu. Hakuna kutembea ni kukimbia. Unashuka na kukimbia.
No.
I don't know where you are going. Nikafika nikanafuata. Nikafikiria nipande hii nishuke
It
Bisenta
was bad.
kwa nyumba. Nikashuka Bisenta nikakuja. And it was
Mm.
not an easy thing. That was political
Yeah.
stability can affect business. So I just
Yes.
giving you a very good example. So let's go to
Mm-hmm.
number D, technological environment.
Yeah.
This is the first level of
Yes.
know-how and efficient use of tools and equipment other than
Yes.
resources. So use of appropriate technology ensures business success, where use of poor technology is
Yeah.
likely to business failure. So
Yes.
when you do use poor technology, poor know-how, you'll fail
Yes. Yeah.
and you'll not make
Yes.
good ends meet. Like now we are using internet,
Yes.
we are using technology. If we are not using this, we will fail. And I want to tell you something
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
People who are not
Yeah.
aware of technology changes before can't do what I'm doing now.
Yes.
If you don't, if
Yeah. They
you don't
can't.
know this before, even if you don't explain to them, it's just
Yeah.
a stress. The world
Yes. Yes.
became digital long time ago. WhatsApp was
Yes.
there, Zoom was there,
Yeah.
Skype was there,
Yes.
even before Corona.
Yeah.
But if you have never
Yes.
used it,
But we are not. Yes.
it is becoming hard even to use it.
Yeah.
So that know-how,
Yes. Yes.
that know-how, how
Yeah.
to use this equipment is
Mm.
another challenge for
Yeah.
people to use them to do business
Yes.
today. So it is good to start
Yes.
early.
Yeah.
Don't wait for technology to tell you we are ahead of you. It's good to start early
Yeah. Yeah.
so that you improve on it
Yes. Yes.
as time goes by. Like, like a time is coming soon,
Yes.
teaching three people
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah. Yes.
A time is coming when I'll be having your class, another
Mm-hmm.
class, another class
Mm-hmm.
on the same platform.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
That is coming soon.
Okay.
Improvement
I'm waiting.
in technology, where you'll be seeing
Mm.
another classmate on the screen and you there, and
Yes.
another person
Yeah.
from Embakasi,
Yeah.
another one is from Thika, another one is from
Yes.
Athi River. You are all on one screen
Mm.
talking to Mr. Pio, learning.
Yes.
That is improvement
Yes.
in technology. So
Yes.
it makes
Yeah.
work easier. The last
Yes.
I'm talking about today is the culture. The
Okay.
rest I'll leave for you to talk about.
Okay.
Then we'll discuss in the evening as we finish this topic
Okay.
of business environment.
Yes.
So environmental culture and the culture. So culture refers to the norms that regulate
Mm-hmm.
behavior of people in the society. So norms,
Mm-hmm.
we can call it beliefs or utamaduni.
Okay.
Kwa Kiswahili tunasema utamaduni.
Yes.
It is something that they see
Yeah.
as their values that they don't want to
Yeah.
come out from. Like Wakorino wavai miniskirt.
Yes.
Wakorino, they don't put on
Yeah.
miniskirt. So if you want to sell miniskirt to
Yes.
Wakorino, you are in trouble. Wakorino don't
Yes.
put
Yes.
on tumbo cut.
Mm.
Unajua
Yeah.
tumbo cut, they don't put on that. So if you are selling them and the
Yeah.
Wakorino are very many where you are
Mm-hmm.
doing business, be careful.
Mm.
Sell something
Yeah.
else. So their
Yes.
culture affects how they respond. So this
Yes.
culture includes
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
values and beliefs that are practiced by members of a given society. Culture is passed from generation to generation.
Yeah.
Culture dictates how people live and what products to consume. Muslims do not eat pork.
Yes.
So if I become a Muslim
Yes.
today, if I become a Muslim today,
Yeah.
that is the end of me.
Mm.
That is the end of me eating pork.
Yes.
So if I've been buying pork from
Yes.
you and now I'm a Muslim,
Mm-hmm.
ole,
Mm-hmm.
I'll not be.
Sure.
But by the way, I don't eat pork.
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat pork.
Okay. Why?
One
Why?
day, one day my sister told me to buy pork, a quarter.
Uh, mm-hmm.
I carried the pork
Mm-hmm.
just here in Omaji above the tree. Then I bought the pork for her.
Uh-huh.
Tukifika
Mm-hmm.
kwa
Yeah.
ikaanza kukarangwa.
Mm-hmm.
The smell of pork,
Uh-huh.
I could not
Uh-huh.
even eat anything. The smell was bad for me.
Well,
I felt like vomiting.
hate the- you hate the smell.
I felt like vomiting.
Well,
So from there, I can't buy
yeah.
pork. Hata sikukula na nilimwaga nje. Nilimwambia tupa hiyo kitu nje. I don't need that. Tupa hiyo kitu.
Even me, I don't love it.
I ate pork when I was very young.
Okay.
because my father used to like pork,
Okay.
but I cannot remember how it was. So in my old age, I tried buying
Yes.
pork some years, I think 2 years ago, and I could not sleep.
Okay.
I could not, and the house was smelling pork everywhere. I was just feeling the smell everywhere. And I could not eat that day.
Yeah.
Feeling like I want to vomit. I just feeling the house is not comfortable. I could not even stay in the house. I started looking for, I even went and bought air freshener. Ni freshen the house. Ni tori ya rufu.
Because of the smell.
The smell was terrible for me. And
Uh,
a quarter, not even 1/2 kg or a quarter.
I got it.
The next time I saw a pork, I went to one of my
Yeah.
cousin's house in
Yeah.
Katani. Katani is sides of Syokimau.
It's run.
And there was a
Yes.
graduation party of the sister, one of my cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
Mhm.
we were
Mhm.
given samaki, nyama choma, nyama fry. Then on another plate was pork. I just
Uh-huh.
looked at it. I did not even touch. There was meat. Kuna samaki. Kuna hata
You knew it. You knew it's the pot.
I just looked at it
Pork.
from far. I saw it from far. I did not even touch it. They just say, this is pork. Those who eat pork, I just say no. In fact, kama kuna the day I ate very little food is that day
Yeah. Is that?
because it reminds me of that smell. So when I just had the pork on this table, I did not eat. I just ate small and
Yeah.
just ate my meat kidogo and I took rice and meat and I left and I went sat outside. Just went outside. They're asking, where are you outside? And I took off fresh air. But that was not the case.
Wait. Hey, you
amejenga
cat.
amejenga nyumba kubwa huko Katani. Tunaita
Yeah.
I call it a palace. Amejenga very big
Uh-huh.
house. I call it a palace. So the house is
Yeah.
compound is big. I just left and sat outside and I was just looking at the outside, the house. And they asked, hey, Victor, when happy? I know I'm just taking fresh air outside here. But the fact that I saw pork on the table, it removed my mind
Yeah.
from eating.
Mm.
So it's quite challenging. So I want you to read competitive environment because you're a business person, you understand that. Competitive
Yes.
physical environment. Read competitive and physical environment. That is going to mark. Then you check healthy business environment. Make a note on that. So we are going to finish that today. Then this is another topic, topic 3. We'll not start that. So we are going to start our lesson today at exactly 3.
Oh, 3.
3.
Okay.
So that we finish early.
Uh-huh.
We are going to finish that
Okay.
at exactly
Oh,
3. So we
okay.
will
So,
make notes on that up to all the business environment and take notes up using this book. It's in your phone.
yes, yes, yes.
This book.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
So let's talk next time. I believe we have done the
Okay.
best.